Time for the 49ers Rush Podcast. And here's your host, John Chapman.
Oh, baby, it is time. What is going on, faithful? Welcome to the John and Wayne Show. Wayne, how we doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, John. How are you, my friend?
Dude, this is the 232nd John and Wayne Show just on my channel. That's not even counting how many times we've gone over on Wayne's channel. So I am very happy today. And we just got news. Philip Rivers is, in fact, doing this. He has signed on the practice squad with the Colts, which means
they played the Rams. Who they play? Seahawks. Who they got?
So, dude, this is just weird. And I love it because, one, Philip Rivers, one of my all-time favorite players in the NFL, quarterbacks that talk trash. I'm all about it. So they've got Seahawks, 49ers, Jacksonville, Houston. That is 4 straight winning programs. They might not even make the playoffs, but for the 49ers purposes, we're going to get a Brock Purdy versus Philip Rivers Monday Night Football in just 2 weeks. Are you kidding?
Wow. Well, I mean, that's if he makes it past the Seahawks. You know what I mean? He might get hit a little different. He might be like
one and done.
Yeah, and listen, and for Philip to revoke that little, his Hall of Fame status right now, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that one game, he was right. He's probably going to get in. Yeah. 5 more years for one week. Dang.
One of my bad football takes, and I'll still even you could disprove this. I still think he's the best quarterback of that draft. If you ask me if I could have Eli, Big Ben, or Philip Rivers to start a program, I'm taking Philip Rivers. Now, he didn't go to a quality franchise and ownership and whatever else.
That's fair.
I'm still I've always been team Philip Rivers, not to, talk trash on the other two because they're great and they're Hall of Famers for sure. Eli eventually. But yeah, I don't know, man. I freaking love Philip Rivers. Obviously, got all the kids' jokes, but a quarterback that talks trash to defensive linemen and refs and coaches.
He's old school.
Sidearm.
I don't know if people know what old school mean when we say old school, but he's old school. He's from that Kevin Garnett era of trash talking minus the cursing. He gets into your head. I feel bad because we got a Jawan Jennings and we know how he gets into people's heads, and so Philip is no different. He's just from a quarterback perspective. And he could take a licking and keep on ticking. My thing is he's going to be playing against a tough defense.
All those are tough. There's no easy.
There's no weak day, but it's getting past that first one. You're talking about a guy that hasn't played football in years, right? And so quarterback's probably the easiest He's not athletic. He doesn't have to work out. Can he throw a ball? And can you throw a ball 40 plus times? He's got to throw the ball 40 plus times, even though they're gonna try to lean on Jonathan Taylor. But I expect defenses to try to take the run game and put it on some Philip Rivers. I kind of like the rookie though. I thought the rookie was showing some pizzazz out there.
I do too. Notre Dame needs all the love they can get right now.
You ain't never lie. Hey, there was a video, right? I couldn't tell if it was real when they were turning in their jerseys. Did you see that? Was that from a movie?
That's from Rudy.
That was Rudy. Okay, that's what I thought. That was. I was like, that was Rudy. Okay, I got you.
Dude, all the AI stuff on Notre Dame. I'm a Texas fan. We didn't make it either. But
neither did we.
I'm loving every single where they're touching the sign and it's like a champion today, and you got the Catholic jokes, which I ain't into, but I love the internet.
The internet
when things like this happen.
The internet is ruthless. The internet has no sides. You know what I love about the internet? It is unbiased from afar. There's no sides. Anybody can get it any given minute, any given second.
And Twitter's a mess, but times like these, it's just all right, I'm going to scroll for a while. I'm going to laugh to myself. My wife's like, oh, what's wrong? It's nothing is wrong. Everything. But here's what's crazy. We've got some John and Wayne matchups coming soon because now we've got Texas versus Michigan in the bowl game. That's huge. Yeah, again, I feel better about it than you, I guess, apparently.
I'm sure you do. You guys gonna bust our ass. Listen, my quarterback, look, I love him. He's so young, he's so raw, but dude can't complete a pass past 5 yards. That sounds familiar. I'm just not with that life. I miss JJ McCarthy. I do.
Yeah, you're the only one, and a lot of people don't feel that way. But like,
I think Michigan fans miss JJ McCarthy. Right. Not NFL. Yeah. That's totally different. I ain't even gonna tap into that.
Justin Jefferson has entered the chat. Like,
did you see Justin Jefferson say, he don't care about targets and stuff. He just want the team to win.
Body language say different things.
Everything.
But I'm proud of him for doing that because, like, I was like, dude, you don't walk off the field like that after a loss a couple weeks ago. Like, dude, come on, man, you're a captain, be a captain, whatever else. But wide receivers go to wide receiver. Now, even though the Texas-Michigan matchup is in our favor, but Texas basketball plays UConn this week, and that is not in Texas'
now we talking because UConn is great. Okay, now we talking.
We are very.
So I mean, we'll go 1-1. You can have the football. I'm cool with it. I'm over football season, and I'll take the basketball. Right? You know what I mean?
That is fair. That is fair. I'll take that. But I also, real quick, shout out to my boys, the Duncanville Panthers, where I coached for a decade and taught, made their 8th consecutive semifinalist for Texas high school football. Powerhouse program. I freaking love it, man. They got Allen. It is like the Blue Bloods versus Blue Bloods. Oh, look at that nitty gritty, baby.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to the Panthers out there.
Shout out to the Panthers out there, man. That's great.
Oh, Dan, look at this. He's got a snow day out in Virginia. Squeezed in to interview this AM. Gets followed up with the hashtag CC, hashtag BB. Congrats, Dan.
Dan,
and enjoy another
Dan.
fellow teacher.
Dan, how many inches, Dan? Because you're in Virginia, so they would shut that state down for an inch. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would shut, in the words of Negan, they would shut that down. You know what I mean? For an inch.
Dude, that's what's up. And look at this, man. Shout out to BGRD. Says, catch it alive after a while coming off a high school playoff. Sad times. Kudos to your DV. Dude, y'all made it. I think y'all lost to the second round, North Forney. Y'all had a hell of a season. Sorry you couldn't go farther. I was following along, man. Sorry to hear that. But let's talk about this, okay? I've got way too many questions. It's been a little while since Wade and I did it live with the bye week. We both took some time off. Dude, I've had 3 days off this entire season. I'm feeling great.
I know. You feel like the mighty Thor right now. Yeah.
Dude, I'm just saying.
I'm ready to Hulk smash into the playoffs. Dude, that's where I am.
I'm at 2-a-day workouts right now, like getting my workouts in the morning, working out in the after. Like, I'm doing great right now. It ain't going to last long.
No, I was going to say, because, man, you're in your 40s. Like, so the 2-a-days, that's different, I'm an early day. So I'm an early a day. I go early a day, and then I'm done for the rest of the day.
So back to the Phillip Rivers. This is interesting because the Hall of Fame, if he's on the practice squad, he's still eligible this year. If he gets signed to the active roster, even for 1 day, he's done. That it resets the clock for 5 years.
5 years.
Here's why this is important to us. Frank Gore this is a deep Hall of Fame class. You've got Drew Brees, Frank Gore, Larry Fitzgerald, and Phillip Rivers as your first ballot Hall of Famers. I don't think we've ever gotten 4 first ballot Hall of Famers. So I expect Frank Gore to get in, but it's not like it's like a lock 100%. If Phillip Rivers does sign to the active roster, I feel like that jumps Frank Gore up from like a 90% to like a 96% gets in.
That's a big jump too.
Yeah, I do think it is very noteworthy because you have to have an 80% vote from the Pro Football Writers, their room, right? 80+% vote.
Correct.
So I don't know. Do you think that this plays with Frank Gore's Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I mean, you're taking off of quarterbacks typically get in. So if you're removing one, and this helps boost the other finalists, right? Like, it's just the way it is. And so I don't care how you get in, you just get in. And if this is gonna boost Frank Gore's chances this year to get in, I'm all for it, man. Thank you, Phillip. Appreciate you for you wanting to come back for at least a week. Yeah, he might not even play this week. They play in Seattle. Would you put him out there against Seattle?
You got to see how he practices. Like, I don't have because like, here's the problem is even their quarterback is not right. Like he's got that knee issue. So like, Is this an advisory role? Is this like maybe they just keep him on the practice squad to be extra help in practice and break glass in case of emergency? You make him your emergency quarterback, maybe.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know, but the last time Phillip Rivers played, he was pretty badass. Now it's been 5 years. It was 2020. But true. He goes out there through 24 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. They went 11-5. But man, dude, I was looking at the Colts staff. One, he was 39. Now he's 44. He's our age. Frank Reich was the head coach. Nick Sirianni was the offensive coordinator. Matt Eberflus was the defensive. He's been fired 3 times.
3 times.
Jonathan Gannon was the quarterback's coach.
Wow.
Like, this is Mike Groh was the white, like Jim Irsay, Chris. Like, this is a weird situation.
Yeah.
I want Phillip Rivers as a just football fan. Yes. I want to see Phillip Rivers out there. I want to see it.
I'm as nostalgic as they get, and I never want the players to leave the game ever. Like, especially they help make the game. They help shape the game. They help mold the game. Phillip is a quarterback. I'll leave it at that. Like, he's a quarterback. Hell, if Drew Brees said he wanted to come back, I'd be up for that too. Like, at this point, just give me. I miss the old school guys. I'm not even gonna lie, and they're not even old school, but they're just old school to the new age guys. Like, right? So, I like it, man. And again, if this helps or increases the chances of Frank Gore getting in from that big jump from 90 to 96, that's 6% jump. That's crazy. Give it to me, baby.
Give it to me, baby.
Yes, sir.
I love it. Right here, Camstead. Can the Lambs beat both Detroit and Hawks? Go Niners. This is the narrative, is that the 49ers control their number 1 seed as long as, this is the caveat, the Rams lose 1 game.
They got to lose. Seahawks need to win. I hate to say it. Yeah. It's just what it is.
They got to lose 1. Like, if they lose 1, 49ers win out, it's theirs.
I don't know. That Lions team is weird, right? So, like,
no defense.
But there are weeks the defense does show up. If the pass rush from the line, they struggle in the secondary, right? So if that pass rush from Detroit, if Hutchinson in the pass rush can get to Stafford, now we talking. Because we watch Stafford struggle against a different type of pass rush. Yeah. And they were, you know what it is? It's the relentless pass rush. It's the motor consistent movement, and I feel like that's what the Lions have up front. But then they also have the offense to back it up. So there is a possibility that the Lions can beat the Rams, but I think the Lions are on the road, so that sucks.
Yeah, Lions on the road. Then the Rams play at Seattle, at Atlanta. I know Atlanta's not a good team.
Yeah.
I know Atlanta's not a good team.
No.
But they're not a bad team either, and I could see them catch fire and just like mess something up. Cardinals, no. Cardinals are DUN. They're done.
They're done from a standpoint of them being eliminated from the playoffs, but I'm not going to lie, bro. Give me some Jacoby Brissett, and I'm starting Michael Wilson in every game I could get. That cat's balling, yo.
He is. What do you do if freaking Marvin Harrison Jr. comes back? Because they play the same spot.
They play the same spot. I don't know, but he's better.
He's way better.
Like,
one of them's a football player.
Ohio State fans are cringing. It is what it is.
Stats, film, whatever. Check.
He just gets it. He gets football. Like, some players get it.
I ain't never met a Cardinals fan.
Right?
I've been to the Cardinals game like 5 years in a row.
You still ain't met a fan, right?
No. It's all corporate where I sit, man. No.
Yo. So, I it's funny that you said that, because I was like, yo, you might as well Marvin Harrison let Mike get his rocks off, bro. That cat is balling. And Jacoby Brissett is a freaking quarterback. Go figure, right? Like, go figure. I bet you the Colts wish they still had him.
Yeah. It's what it is, man. All right. I got some questions for you. I'm excited about this. Eric Kendricks. Let's get to some Niners talk. Niners bring him in. And shoot, where do you see him fitting in this linebacker rotation? You know, you had the bonus practice Monday.
He's a Mike, bro.
I think so too.
The only way he fits in is if Tatum Bethune can't go. That's it. If Bethune is cleared from this high ankle sprain, which the report said that he may be practicing this week, which is great, right? So, like, but you know how high ankle sprains are, man. They're tricky. And so
I'm worried he's going to get maybe some limited practices in. So let me ask you this.
Okay.
Let's say Tatum Bethune is limited all week.
yeah,
Do you start him at limited
no,
over Eric Kendricks?
nope. You give him another week.
Yep, I agree.
You give
Especially
him
against the
another week.
Titans.
Well, listen, the one thing I know Kendricks can play well is Mike. Now, if you decide to say I'm going to experiment and move him somewhere else, that's your own. That's your fault. That's you're bad, Salah. Like, don't do it. So
decade plus Mike.
yeah, Holland and
linebacker.
Salah keep his ass in the mic, right? So that's great because he'd be a hell of an upgrade over Curtis Robinson. And, I did like what Jalen Graham did, but he's a hell of an upgrade over Jalen Graham too.
My thing is the experience. Dude's got over 4,000 career snaps, whereas Tatum Bethune's played just over 300. So, like,
I know, but
it's a little.
you're talking about a guy. Did he even play this year? Like, you're talking about a guy
not played this year,
right? So now he'll be fresh. He got 4 games to get into like football shape. Hey, like I said, if Bethune isn't cleared, I'm going with Eric Kendricks. It's simple.
Yeah, look at Ben, NY Niner says, I think we're better off in Kendricks the rest of the way, even when
that's
Bethune's
fair.
healthy. Especially if you're like, if you're playing a solid run heavy team, all right, Bethune's my guy. If you're playing Stafford, dude, I want Kendricks out there.
But you're not playing Stafford.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Yeah.
I mean, look at the QBs. You got rookies out there. I'm okay with Bethune playing against Cam Ward. I'm okay with him playing against Phillip Rivers or Riley Leonard or whatever. Like, the toughest quarterback we got left on the schedule, in my opinion, is Sam Darnold.
Wow.
And I like Caleb Williams too. Just don't prevent him from going right and make him go left. Easy fix.
Everything. Him and Shadur. Good gosh.
Yeah, there's some right guys.
There's Derek Zoolander. Can't hang a Louis to save their life. Like
Did you just hit me with the Zoolander joint, bro?
I did.
Damn, I didn't think anybody even seen that movie, bro.
Man, are you kidding me? That Hansel's so hot right now. No, Zoolander was the jam, man, when that came out. Anyway. All right. So Eric Kendricks, we talked about that. Let's talk about Ricky Pearsall. Number 1.
Okay.
You watch the film. You go over the explosives, which you ain't seen too much of Ricky the past few
Jesus
weeks.
Christmas, bro. Explosives just suck. He gets open, though.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you were going.
I don't know, because I get a lot of Pearsall emails and DMs like, dude, is it over? Is it over?
No.
What's going on? Take it away, Wade.
It's far from over, right? This dude is creating separation like none other. He's just not getting the looks. Maybe the pass rush is getting to quarterbacks a little, prematurely. I don't know. All I know is, and I don't even think Brock has that synergy with him. They missed a lot of football together. And so I think what you're seeing is Brock going to who he's comfortable throwing the ball to at this point. He's trying to make a lot less mistakes out there, but he's creating separation, and you need that, right? So you need the separation created downfield. The only time Brock attempts to throw the ball to Ricky Pearsall is on crossing routes. And unfortunately, they're 6 yards, 5 yards, whatever. They're not deep. And so we got to open up that game. You know what I'm saying? You got to open up the game. I think playing against the Titans, who I personally feel they have a pretty good defense. I don't know why people sleep on their defense, but they got the front. They might be struggling in the back end, but they got the up front. And so it's probably going to be another quick throw game. So you got to look at the game from a quick throw perspective opposed to Brock trying to pull the trigger, throw the ball down the field. Pearsall's getting open. The separation is there. The routes are there. The whip routes, the fly routes, like all those routes, they're there. They're literally there. And he's probably the best separating, creating wide receiver we have since Brandon Aiyuk. Like, that's what I'm seeing on film. So you could correct me if I'm wrong. But
no, I 100% agree. Because I always wonder, like, am I crazy? And so, like, and I'll say this, and this is probably stupid. I probably shouldn't say this because people are going to judge me. I'm starting Ricky Pearsall in my fantasy playoffs this week. I've had him benched for, like, a long time. I'm starting him this week against the Titans.
This is the week?
I think the offense is going to be able to do pretty much
what they want. Let me ask you this. If you had Ricky Pearsall and Juwan Jennings. Okay, I just wanted to ask. Okay.
It's a really deep league, so we have like 11 starters and whatever else. So like he's my last guy in, but I moved him into my lineup this week, and I'm like,
you like the matchups?
I'm starting him.
You like the matchups?
I like it. Oh, look at this. I like this approach. Cam's dad, appreciate the super chat. Detroit and Campbell. He's a motivator. Playoffs are on the line. Oh,
You talking about Dan Campbell?
Yeah, Dan Campbell with, because they're playing against
they got the Rams. Yo, listen, so this game is going to be crazy. I think my issue is how well will they be able to run the ball on the road? And usually that's the key, right? Because then that will ignite and unlock or unleash Jared Goff offensively. They have to be offensively sound against this defense. Rams defense sometimes shows up, sometimes it doesn't. So you can run on them. The question is, will they be able to consistently run the ball? Now, I like what he said about this because they're not in the playoffs. They're in the hunt. They're like on the outside of the hunt at this point, right? And so they win. It helps the Niners, but it really boosts them up to be that 7, especially if Chicago loses. Like this, it changed, and Green Bay loses. It changes so many different things, so many different scenarios. The playoffs isn't set yet. That's the cool part. The Niners are either going to finish 1st, 5th, 6th, or 7th. Like it's one of them 4.
They ain't going nowhere else. Like
no, they're in.
I think 5th. Like if you had to put like
5th.
A bet.
It was. I did my
5th.
show yesterday. It was 5th, right? Like that's where it goes, right? I think that's where they end up because you're still banking on you need help from the other teams to lose, right? So even if you beat Seattle, the Niners would have to hope that they beat Seattle at the end of the year and then they tie with the Rams. They tie with the Rams, they're 1, right? Niners are the best team in the NFC, by the way. I don't know if people understand that they're 8-2. That's a round of applause. God dang it, 8-2. 5-3 at home, 6-2 on the road. Have a chance to like really boost their home record. They got 3 home games left, so the Niners have opportunities. It's really they control their own destiny, man. Like straight up.
Look at Oscar, the man. Appreciate super chat.
Yes, sir.
Going into week 18, play for the 1st or 5th place or rest.
See Oscar wants that smoke, man. Yeah.
He does.
No, so like the thing is, right? I think it's not just the first place in rest. It's first place rest and home field advantage,
and playing the lowest seed
and playing the weakest team, right? Of the conference. It's a lot. I think you strive for that. Now, I am big on the Niners playing on the road. I think they're the most dangerous team on the road, hands down. So
we travel.
Cool. We travel. The fan base travels. The playoffs were so much better when we were on the road. Remember, we went to Dallas, then we went to LA. Like
that's when you and I met.
That's when it was so much better being on the road and whipping the team's ass in their home. Like the feeling was so much better.
That Dallas game might have been one of the greatest experiences of my life. Like, I'm there with my like coaching buddies and whatever else. We took over the entire top part of the stadium. That's where I met Nick. Nick's over there yelling at me. We're hanging out with Nick. Chapman.
Snap! Wow, like, a lot of honeymooners from that wedding, right? Like that's crazy.
Hell yeah.
But I mean, from that game. But what's crazy is, I need to see the Niners win at home consistently before I believe that they're going to be this home dominant team. 5-3 is a winning record. I'll take it, but they need to win these next 3 games at home. They start with Titans, win that game at home. 6-3 is a lot better than 5-3.
Well, a lot better. 2-1. I'll take it. Now, if you're going to any away games, we still got Indy. We'll be there. Don't you want to see Phillip Rivers versus Brock Purdy live? Come party with us in the 49ers Rush Road Trip. 49ers Rush Road Trip is going into its 6th year with over 40 events at road games. If you are traveling to see the 49ers play this year, you got to come party with us. And on top of that, we give games, trivia, giveaways. We've partnered with TickPick this year. All you have to do is search 49ers Rush on any of the TickPick sites, apps, you name it. And on top of all of that, best dressed, giveaways, autographed jerseys, kids are always included, and get in for free with a ticketed adult. And a lot of times for select cities, we will have 49ers legends come out and you get to meet and greet them and get an autograph. Navarro Bowman, Frank Gore, Patrick Willis, Fred Warner are all players that we have worked with in the past. And trust me, if you want to build the 49ers community, you're traveling by yourself, we got you covered. 49ersRushRoadTrip.com. All right, come out with us in Indianapolis. Sunday, we'll be at Tom's Watch Bar watching the playoff games and having a good time, events, giveaways, all that stuff. Then we'll have an all-inclusive tailgate. That's going to be set up very, very soon. But those tickets are available now, 49ersrushroadtrip.com or on the TickPick app. Just search 49ers Rush, and it will pull up. So now we talked about what seed you think the 49ers will play. What is your favorite playoff matchup? If you get to pick the team that are of the eligible playoff NFC contenders, who is that number 1 or 2 team that you're like, dude, I want to play this team? Throw seeding, throw rankings, throw trip out. What teams do you think the 49ers match up with the best that are the NFC eligible playoff contenders?
I like Philly. I like always sticking it to the Eagles, man. Especially if you go there and you bust them in their mouth one more time. And that's right around the corner for me too. So that's a game I could definitely make easily. And the last time we went there, we bust that tail. You know what I'm saying? So in the playoffs. So I like Philly. I like everything about it. I want to see the Eagles. I'm not going to lie. I do want to play Tampa again because I just didn't like how they beat us this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was that Fred injury game. I was there.
Yeah, it was tough, right? So I want to remind Baker Mayfield that he's beneath us, and I would like to play them. Look, man, if we ended up playing the division rivals, whether it's the Seahawks, whether it's the Rams, I'm still confident it'll be like Thriller in Manila, though. It would be that game. It would be the game of the season just to advance to the next round. So
Frazier goes down in the second.
So I look, but I really want to stick it to the daggone Philadelphia Eagles because they are weak, and they talk so much trash, bro. But I'm there for the battles, right? I'm there for CMC versus Saquon Barkley, and usually when there's a battle, CMC wins. I'll leave it at that.
Period. I love it. See, I want to play against the Dallas Cowboys first.
Okay.
And this isn't about like fear. I just want to play against the Cowboys.
Okay.
My number 2 team would be the Panthers, but they're not in it right now. They're climbing. Eagles 3, Bucks 4. Like that's what I want. Like I want those teams.
At least they're NFC East teams. It's something about the East you and I just don't like, right? Like when it comes to the sports. Other than that, the East is pretty dope.
I hate it. Look at this, Bobo. Down goes Frazier.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
I don't know any other shows that are referencing Derek Zoolander and the Thriller in Manila in the same show. I'm just saying. I think we're doing okay.
It's out there, and it's probably going to get clipped up at some point by somebody good,
I hope so. All right, so let's go to a couple players. Now, Jair Brown seems to have turned a corner. I don't think this last game against the Browns was really particularly good game. The film didn't his negatives never got exploited, but D. Winters and Jair Brown went from literally the worst starters we had on our roster to, highest rated players on PFF, players of the game. Jair Brown won NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Have they turned a corner, and are we going to stick now with these new versions of Jair Brown and D. Winters? Because the defense goes as they go. When they have bad games, the defense has horrible games. When they have good games, defense has great games. What are your thoughts on those two?
Bro, we had 15 missed tackles in that win, bro. I don't know. You just put them out there and you hope for the best at this point. You hope you get more good than you get bad. Look, we're playing the Titans. I'm only focused on the Titans because that's who we got next. And when I look at the Titans, I say to myself, if Shamir DK gets behind this defense because the safeties mishaps, misfire, misjudge, misread, I'm gonna be mad. And I haven't been mad in a long time. I don't have energy to be mad at this point in my life. And so I'm going to be mad, right? And so, and he's not the only one. If Jair Brown takes the poor angle and doesn't tackle Tony Pollard and he rushes for 120-plus yards like he did last week against the Browns, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to tell you, that Kenny had 100 yards since he played with Dallas. I'm going to be mad.
And you remember he broke his leg against the 49ers.
The 49ers.
That was the game we were there.
That was a game. I'm early, too. I'm going to be mad. I'm just saying, I'm going to be mad.
To play.
Right. So D. Winters, Jair Brown. Oh, my God. That was the same draft? Yes. Yeah, third, fifth. God. Third. Yeah, wow. Right? They got to get their shit together and show consistency. Right? that's what we're looking for. And grade wise, film wise, we weren't screaming their names. I mean, they had some big hits. I'm not gonna lie. They had some big hits, some big pops. Yeah. But rapping and tackling fundamental football in week 15, we shouldn't be having this conversation.
Shouldn't be.
No, we shouldn't.
You talk about missed tackles, like, shoot, man.
Stout
had three, Malik 2, Jair 2, Keon White 2, Curtis 2, Alfred Collins 1, D Winters 1, Jason Pinnock 1, Demo 1. Like, that's a lot of missed tackles.
And a team you dominated.
Yeah.
So isn't that crazy? And when you're playing against a team that ain't playing for nothing or anything,
you got nothing
to lose.
Just scored 30 points for the first time against the Browns defense.
And that's a pretty good defense.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
They held Myles Garrett to 4 pressures.
Yeah. Shoot, did you see Justin Simmons had I wrote this down. Just in one game, Justin Simmons goes out there. Dude had 10 pressures, 7 tackles, 2 tackle for loss, 3 quarterback hits, 1.5 sack, and a pass defense.
God, that dude. If y'all told me the Tennessee Titans defense was trash, I'd probably slap the taste out Jamal, bro. That up front is fierce.
It's mean.
And where do the Niners typically struggle? Not from the edges, from the interior.
Pressure.
Well, big game for the guards, right? Spencer Burford. No more Ben Bartz. Thank God he was trash. But Spencer Burford, big game.
Big game.
Big game. Dominic Pooney, big game.
Dude, Pooney's been playing some ball lately, though.
He has, just a big game. I thought Burford been playing some. Burford had his best game last week, too.
Yep, sure did.
Big game.
Mm-hmm. You got your challenge ahead of you. Now, okay, well, let's do this then. Let's go to our Brandon Aiyuk talk. We got Wayne on. He's our resident Brandon Aiyuk expert. John Lynch had an interview with Matt Mayoka where he said, quote, his story is not done with the 49ers, end quote. I say that's baloney. Do you think at any point, one, it used to be, do we think we'll ever see Brandon Aiyuk play again? Do you think we'll ever even see Brandon Aiyuk practice? Practice?
I think he's canned for this season, man.
What about that? Like, do you think he'll ever practice with us again? Ever?
I know. I got your question. I'm getting to the answer.
He's looking up. He's like, I don't like this.
No, because, you want to talk about, well, I don't want to say body language, but if you talk about like the writing on the wall, man, Aiyuk is 1 foot out, 1 foot in, and that's lukewarm. And like for me, there's 3 sides to everything, right? Like there's triangular, right? It's 3 sides.
Bill Jackson.
Yes, hands down. And Aiyuk has a side, the Niners have a side, and then it's kind of like the truth. Look, they both trying to figure shit out, and I think, and I did a show about, I think I did this on Monday night. My speculation is Aiyuk is frustrated because the Niners tried to trade him injured, and I think like then they cut his money like early in July, June, whatever that guaranteed. And the dude was showing up during those times. It's a weird situation. What's going on? So, yeah, he not showing up now, but y'all cut his guarantees. So, the team does the team stuff, Aiyuk doing his stuff, and then there's just, hopefully these two motherfuckers can come to a compromise because it's a relationship, and the relationship right now is kind of sour,
It's bad. So, I mean, sometimes it's just what it is, man. And Aiyuk, I don't think he's playing or practicing ever again for the Niners. You walk away for $28 million. That means you don't want to be here. And shoot, how's Debo doing over in Washington? He having a good time? I don't know, man. Not always greener on the other side.
I mean, look, Washington injuries, Jaden Daniels, not good season, injury plague.
They might be the worst team in the NFL right now, to be honest with you. Like,
I think the Raiders are the worst team.
I was going to say. I was like, I would pick any team to beat the Raiders and the Commanders. Unless they played each other, then I don't know. That's Thursday Night Football, and we ain't going to watch that. So, anyway. All right. So, now, 2 49ers are on the verge of legendary cement status where they are just one of one. I want to talk about that right after this. December doesn't have to be the most expensive month of the year if you're betting with MyBookie. They have their 12 Days of Christmas is coming soon with daily offers dropping back to back to back to back, 12 days in a row, all across sports and the casino. And I'm talking bets and gets, profit boost, free spins, even surprise drops for social and Telegram users. And with December being so packed, you got the NFL, you got college NFL, or college bowl season, college hoops. It's all serving up for opportunities to cash. And if you go to mybookie.ag now, punch in the code 49ers, 49ERS, you get your first bet covered up to $500. Make sure you click that opt-in button. If you go big and miss on the first bet, use your bet back bonus token and run it back. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere. And I mean anywhere. I've used this in California. I've used it in Texas. Doesn't matter where you're at. Go to mybookie.ag. Use promo code 49ers. And again, bet anything, anytime, anywhere, only with MyBookie. All right, the 49ers have two one-of-one players that are about to do something that's never been done in the NFL before. We're going to start talking about Christian McCaffrey. The first player ever, he is on pace, to have the second 1,000 and 1,000-yard season. 1,000 receiving yards, 1,000 rushing yards. Never been done twice, only been done 3 times in history. So here is where he is. Christian McCaffrey needs 151 more rushing yards and 194 more receiving yards. One, let's start with this. Is he going to achieve it? And 2, which one's harder? The receiving or the rushing?
This year's the rushing. Good God. Yeah. Golly. I mean, how crazy and how close is he to both, right? And so I think with Brock being back and the checkdowns being there, he'll probably get that a little bit quicker, but they didn't target him much last week. Teams are starting to kind of try to figure that out. He's got to run, but y'all don't want him to run 20 plus times a game. So like I don't know how he's gonna get it. We have one explosive 20-yard run all season long, like one. And unless he has a game again, we talk about a good run defense. Yeah, look, he gonna get it. So to answer the first part of the question, it's gonna happen. You got 4 weeks to get it done. Divide that by 4. That's kind of like what you need, right?
38 per game, 38 rush yards per game to get to that point. Shout out to Navarre, who's in the
Shout out to Navarre. And how many passing yards? What was the passing yards per game?
194 receiving yards, which
divide that by
48.
That's
48.
tough.
That's
tough.
It's a bit averaging that. He's fallen below whenever everybody started getting healthy. His receiving
they started
yards,
going down.
You start looking at I'm looking at inverse. 21 yards receiving last week, 53, 40 his last 3 games. So like if he stays pace the last 3 games, he ain't going to hit the receiving numbers.
Oh, he's got to get it.
But I mean, shoot, he gets 1 or 2 big plays. Gets a 50-yarder.
He has more explosive plays in the receiving game than he clearly probably 10 times more receiving than he does, and we're talking 20 plus, not the, in the receiving. He has more of those than he does on the ground. He has some 10 plus on the ground, but we talk about that 20. Yeah. But it's possible he gets that this week. It's up to the line. I'll tell you right now, that cat's vision is crazy though.
It's always been his best trait, man. I remember in the draft profile, that's how long I've been doing this crap. It's like vision. Vision. He's never been fast. Like slow,
it's the vision. Golly, like he gets the ball. His patience is great, and then it's just like he knows when to make that one cut. Vision.
That's where it is, man. And yeah. Shout out to Bobo, who, a lot of times negative, but he holds himself accountable. He says, I really thought CMC would regress this season, but I'm glad I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Dude,
I didn't. Told you he's gonna have a season. It's just crazy because he's not having
1 year on, 1 year off.
1 year, yeah. You had to know it was gonna happen. I felt like him not playing last year, he was gonna come out. Now it's different than the prior season before the injuries. Like it's way different. So he's asserted himself differently, and he's still explosive. He's still that guy. But the offensive line is different too. So there's a lot different variables in there. What's up, Shane?
Yeah. Well, Shane, the man, appreciate this in the super chat. He says, how do you guys feel about the extra game when it comes to records? This is rough because it's hard to compare way back when they played 16, way back when they played 12. And so, man, you're talking about guys playing 17 now.
Yeah, but the injuries are higher now too, so guys miss a lot of time. It kind of works itself out, right? It's like more games, but then there's also more opportunities for them to miss games, even though
Jerry Rice played 11 seasons without missing a game.
Right.
Like,
that's different, though. He's one of one. I mean, we got a lot of one-on-one players on our team, too. I think Christian McCaffrey's maybe one of one. He's different than Roger Craig. Like, Roger Craig was the first to do it, but McCaffrey's different. He's more of a running back. Like, right? Like, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, different. I mean, shoot, Roger was a fullback, right?
Right.
Like,
yeah, right.
It was different.
Yeah.
But yeah, the extra game affects it. And I believe, like, I like the conversation holding the nuance. Like, yeah, the record holder is, Myles Garrett. But you look at Michael Strahan and TJ, they did it at this number, like a little bit different. But
I guess that's why you're hoping, like, by week 16, they get it in because it has more validity, right?
There you go.
So that's 16. Get it in by week 16.
Yeah, just why don't you just break the record beforehand? Like,
right?
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Life's
just get it by week 16. You got 16 weeks, and you get it in there, cool. And then if after week 16, that's when that question needs to be pop up. Well, it took you 17 games. It took me 16 games.
It took me. I broke it in 16. I obliterated in 17.
In 17, right? It'd be funny if Myles Garrett don't get it too. Like, that'd be crazy.
He's getting it, and it's funny being at the Browns game. That's all everybody cared about.
That was all.
Like the players, the coaches, the fans. Whenever he got his sack in the third quarter, the stadium went nuts, and then like they imploded, and nobody cared. Like that is all that team cares about now.
That's their bright side. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I was a Browns fan, I would literally like find a way to get to Stefanski and get him fired, bro. Like at this point,
he ain't a bad coach though.
He's not a bad coach, but he's just bad. Like, period. Like, you gotta get that game bothered me because you had a kid. First of all, y'all drafted him way too late. Second of all, you had a kid that came out in there and it's second start or whatever. And that kid put up 300 plus yards, almost 400 yards of offense. You were down by 2 points. You did a dumbass trick play for a 2-point conversion when your quarterback just literally threw probably one of the best fade route touchdown pass throws we've seen and quarterback touchdown fade route throws. And you put the ball in your running back's hand to throw the ball, not even to run it, but to throw the ball. Like, yeah. I'm all for trick plays, but bro, you needed this or the game was over. Make sure you put the people that can really fully execute out there to do that.
They named him starter for the rest of the year, so
I guess that's a trend in the right direction.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think
I'll be there to see him though. He looks like he can be a good quarterback if
maybe. And he needs some trust. He needs some reps. The Niners' entire game plan was let's make 12 beat us from the pocket.
That's got to be the game plan this week. If you put a rookie quarterback out there, I'm making that motherfucker throw. I want him to throw 53 times till the arm falls off.
Niners did to Bryce Young too. They did the same thing. Make little man beat us from the pocket.
That's it. That's my game. I can't wait to hear the game plan on Friday, but that is the game plan.
Yeah, so join us Friday, same time, 10 o'clock. We'll be over on Wayne's channel only, so that's exclusive over there. Go Wayne Breezy Show. What are y'all doing, man? Come on.
Yeah, come on over.
Now, shout out to Ben. He always steals my notes. He knows Ben. Second one of one is Trent Williams, who currently is tied for 11 Pro Bowls. The most Pro Bowls he's tied with Willie Roaf. He's tied with Anthony Munoz, the all-time left tackle Pro Bowl votes. If he gets to the Pro Bowl this year, he will be one of one, the most Pro Bowls ever for a left tackle in the NFL. Dude, anytime you're tied with Willie Roaf and Anthony Munoz,
those are legends. Them. So those are legends, right? We're talking legends of. And Trent would be a legend. Let's just keep it a buck. Like once he retires, he goes to legendary status, not just the greatest. He goes into that status like of legends. Yeah, man. Look, Trent. Man, I know at some point Father Time is going to get involved. We all know that, But man, as long as he has the ghost and the ability and the skill
He's coming
set
back
and
next
the
year.
agility, I know. But as long as he has, you know what it is? As long as he continues to have the will to want to play, I don't worry about Trent. I don't care if Trent is slow. I don't care if Trent got beat by Myles Garrett 4 times. I don't care.
That's Myles Garrett in his prime.
Yeah,
Like he might
Trent
be
is
the best defense, like second best Lawrence Taylor, then Myles Garrett this year. You know what I mean? Like that's not a
I like that. You know, like
slight.
does Trent? I thought for me in that Browns game, I thought Trent. He gave up the 1 sack, but I thought Trent mistakes were worse than the pressures he was giving up. Like he made a couple mistakes, a couple penalties.
Lineman
if I'm not mistaken.
downfield.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to blame him on that because he's expecting the ball. He's thinking the ball's already thrown while he's downfield blocking. So you got to give him the hustle play. But unfortunately, got called as a flag. So not a lot of flags on Trent this year. But my point is, I was more, kind of like upset with that than the pressures. I mean, some guys is just gonna get to your quarterback. It's what it is.
Trent's playing next year. He's still under contract next year. He'll be 38 years old, 6 years younger than Phillip Rivers. And man, do you know how much money Trent Williams has made in his career?
Has to be like over 200 mil.
Yeah, $218 million.
Am I good or am I good? God it. Dang. God,
John and Wayne show. Come on, man.
Wow. Trent, let me get $5, dog. Matter of fact, Trent, why don't
Let me borrow your private jet.
I don't want the private jet. I just want some Christmas gift money so I can make, help people have great Christmases. Let's do that, Trent. Hit us up.
Oh man, he does so much good stuff.
He sure does, yo.
Like
he's
does. Big in charity and stuff, and like, dude, I love Trent. He coming back. 220 million. Dang, 220.
What will he make next year though? Like
next year, his base salary is 22.2 million.
Oh, he's coming back.
Cap number is 38.8.
Oh, he's coming back.
He's already got 3 void years. So, like, if he wants an extension and a pay raise, you're going to do 4 void years probably.
Yeah. Oh, he's coming back. Yeah, that cat's gonna do. You know why? Because I will say this: when the Niners win the Super Bowl season, I think he might retire.
I would take that in a heartbeat. Get him a Super Bowl. He rides off into the sunset. Salute.
Ooh, peace out, Trent. What a career. Then he can 5 years later he'll be in the Hall of Fame, and then he definitely gets the legendary Madden card, like the legend cards, because he's a legend.
Yeah. Is there a better left tackle ever? Like Anthony Munoz, you can talk about. I don't put Willie Rolfe. Willie Rolfe was consistent.
He was consistent, and he played a long time, right? Like Willie played a long time, consistently good, right? Nah, Trent was a guy you had to really game plan. Like you had to hope your guy can fake him out with a move or something like that. Like, kind of sort of what Myles Garrett had to do. Myles Garrett wasn't beating him brute strength. I love it. No. That's a strong gentleman, bro. Because Myles is strong. Myles didn't beat him brute strength, but Myles put a move on him that kind of made him stutter a little bit and got up underneath and boom.
Got him with the forklift. And shoot, man, shout out to Kyle Shanahan. Without Kyle Shanahan and the Shanahan loyalty program, you don't get Trent. A lot of people were a bit like,
that's right.
Minnesota Vikings offered a 2nd-round pick for him, and he said, I'll retire right now. You ain't going to get crap. Trade me to the 49ers. Took a 3rd and a 5th. He came here.
Right.
And the rest is history, man.
That's right. I forgot. I think the Niners have a few one-of-one players. I think George Kittle is one of one.
I agree. I think 2nd best tight end of all time. Personally, I put Gronk ahead of him.
Okay.
As far as like two-way tight ends, right?
Yeah. You're talking about blocking and yeah. I get what you're saying. No, I got you.
But the personality is it like shoot. Kittle's got him.
He's older too, but I don't think he's gonna retire either. Now you get a Super Bowl.
One of his best years ever.
Super Bowl. I think Super Bowl changes things, right? Like so, like that. But hey, you get that Super Bowl, man. The key is getting the Super Bowl, and it'll be cool to get 2 or 3 of them before
Kittle
he rides
signed for 4 more seasons after this year.
I know they extended that contract real quick.
He's 32. He signed through 36. Now there's options and due every single year, so there are ways to get out of it. But dude, Kittle's playing too damn good right now.
Yeah, and he's relatively healthy right now, and And he's literally the attitude on the offense. And I would like to see, as Brock starts to enter his prime, him to continue to have those guys. We're watching tight ends play older anyway. Like, until unfortunately Zach Ertz got injured, but I feel like he's like 40. He's not, but I feel like he's 40 is what I'm saying.
And he's like a finesse guy, always has been.
Good point.
And that's not a negative. That's just his game.
Yeah, he's more like a Jordan Reed-ish type of tight end opposed to what we need, which I feel like I still wish we had that type of a tight end. I remember the year we got Jordan Reed, and then him and George Kittle barely played because they
like one quarter they
when
played
they
together.
got Kittle was injured, high ankle sprain. Jordan Reed comes in and he gets injured. Kittle comes back. There's no Jordan Reed. It was like the plan was dope. They just couldn't get it together.
Man, a lot to be thankful for with this Niners team.
Absolutely.
Man. Whew, I can't believe we're talking about one seed. We're talking about best evers at multiple positions. Like, dude, we are spoiled. Imagine being a freaking, I don't know, Carolina Panthers fan or a Browns fan or like.
Yeah, but the Panthers aren't bad.
Yeah, but like this is your exciting year, and you're 2 games removed from the playoffs.
I know, but they still got an opportunity. The NFC South sucks, so they have an opportunity. We just watched the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get beat by the Saints, a team not playing for anything, right? We just watched it. So that South is weird, like super weird. If the Panthers on their P's and Q's, I think they got to play the Seahawks too. So
yeah, it's I don't think the Panthers.
Jake Tom just had like one snap last. I guess they just don't want to use him.
Yeah, he's a liability run blocking, and they're not.
I don't care. He's a red zone target.
I want to see him. He's got 4 or 5 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns. Yo, he has 4 touchdowns. We have 3. Yo, how crazy is this? The Niners have 3 players with 5 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey leads the running backs. George Kittle leads the tight ends. And Juwan Jennings leads the wide receivers, right? And then, who's at 4? Tonjes.
Yeah.
And I think Luke Farrell.
No wide receiver has a touchdown reception.
No wide receiver has a touchdown except for Juwan Jennings. Because people were asking me on my Monday show, it's like, yo, Kendrick Bourne, what's going on? What's going on? It's like, bro, they play the same position. And yeah, Kendrick Bourne has the finesse, and he just seems to get open on these routes, but he's not the better blocking wide receiver. He has 0 touchdowns. It's hard for me to take a player with touchdowns off the football field.
Yeah. I look at Bid. He says, imagine being a Raider fan. You know, I live East Bay currently. And so if I see somebody with a Raiders hat, I always just like, hey, man, you following the Raiders much? They'll have a Raiders hat on. They'll be like, nope. Like, they'll wear the hat.
I got on the Raiders colors, but you see what that symbol say, right?
Ooh,
okay, just as long as y'all can read. Yeah.
Hey, shout out Project Hoea.
Yes.
If you want this badass hat, man. Shane's incredible on Instagram. Project Hoea. I think it's HOE', I believe.
I'm glad you could spell. Good job.
I could be off on that. But anyway, check them out on Instagram if you want some custom work like Wayne's hat. Great dude. Everything he does is custom and ships it out, whether you want jerseys, hats, whatever. So anyway, check that out. Little shameless plug. He don't pay us, but man, we just want to support good people. And I think he falls into that category. Wayne, that's going to do it till Friday when I'll be on your show.
Yes, we get the game plan. Hey, man, make sure you guys stay locked and loaded. We are going to be back on Friday, and I get to sit back, relax, catch a contact, sipping on cognac, and listen to John Chapman's game plan. It's been a minute. We're going to break down the offense, the defense, and special teams because they're part of the game plan. Y'all stay locked in right here. 49ers Rush. Keep it faithful to the Bay. Peace.